I have two questions for you, and I wish they were hypothetical. 1. Would you be willing to consent to a retinal scan that then takes that biometric data, stores it in a digital catalog, in exchange for a little bit of money? And 2. Would you be willing to engage in this exchange with a private company? Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, is banking on you saying yes to both. Welcome to WorldCoin. Even if you're not into the whole crypto thing like I'm not, this is important to be aware of and put in your back pocket. So we'll do a who, what, when, where, why, how. Who? Sam Altman. Him. What? WorldCoin. At its core, it's just another cryptocurrency. There's nothing special about it. When? The official launch was this past Monday. However, its beta program began in 2019. Late 2019 to present, we were a little preoccupied with other stuff, so obviously this kind of slipped through the cracks. Also, in its beta testing, it was done in more developing countries. And really, it should be no surprise that pilot programs for experimental things go on in other countries before we bring it home. Which kind of answers the where, other places. This is not available in the US or China yet. China and the US both have more strict regulations as far as like the crypto world goes, so we don't have it available. As of its official launch this past Monday, it's become available in 20 different countries. How? This orb right here. You have to do it in person. You hold it across from your face and it scans your retina. It scans your iris. And if you didn't know, your iris is unique to you, just like your fingerprint. It then takes the biometric data of your eye and creates a unique world ID for you. And why? Sam says, as we approach this society that is more dependent and reliant on AI, it will then eliminate jobs. And by eliminating jobs, we will then need to supplement people with, drumroll please, universal basic income. So his goal is to use this WorldCoin as a way to dole out payments. The exact mechanism of that he has not figured out yet. It is also meant to serve as a, quote, digital passport. It's meant to be a way of proving your humanness. Because again, as we approach this age of artificial intelligence and chatbots and deepfakes and bots and all of that, he says that it is the best way, if not the only way, to prove that you are you. And that then no bot or AI can take your money. If you're thinking something like, why would an AI bot want access to my digital wallet? AIs don't care about money. You're not alone in that thought. If you're thinking, oh, that reminds me of that movie Minority Report, you're not alone. And if you're thinking, well, Sam Altman is one of the forerunners of AI. So if he's creating the problem and he's also creating the solution, doesn't that make him the arsonist and the firefighter? You're not alone. There's a lot of weird dystopian undertones with this WorldCoin thing. And while it's very plainly stated that it's not available in the US yet, that is the goal. That's why it's called WorldCoin. So the goal ultimately is for it to become a global digital currency. There's a lot more to unpack with this, but just making you aware that this is now a thing. Coming to a doorstep near you. Look into the orb. Have a good day.
Peace. So let me just go ahead and preface this video by saying Billy done it again. Let's look at a significant connection. So OpenAI's founder, Sam Altman, has this project called WorldCoin where he's going around the world collecting people's iris scans using this orb, and he's saying so that he can distinguish the difference between real humans and AI bots. So Sam Altman raises 100 million for WorldCoin crypto project, which uses orb to scan your eye. And of course they're saying it's to verify a unique identity like you don't already have one. So OpenAI, Sam Altman wants to convince billions of people to scan their eyes to prove they aren't bots. Meet WorldCoin, the founder's crypto project. And real quick, just some thoughts, right? With Google Lens, are we helping AI learn different objects in the world? And that was a ponder from 2020. Google, ChatGPT-3, AI is already ready to replace us. That was in 2020. We keep thinking it's the algorithm learning us, but really it's artificial intelligence. The next phase of the internet will include AI. You'll have the web on you 24/7. Live streaming is the new thing, and it's happening already. By 2024, there will be a major shift in AI law. Yeah, there's an official thing requiring bots to self-identify as AI, and you can see that's already starting to happen. And apparently that's what this WorldCoin project is about, right? So that he can create this database to know who's real and who's AI. WorldCoin says it's designed to be the first widely adopted cryptocurrency. Because as you all know, we're moving away from banks. Everybody's going to have wallets. Your coin's going to be digital, and you're going to have your personal banks on you. So if you lose your digital wallet, you lost your money. And just how now you can leave your house with only your phone. You don't need your wallet, you don't need credit cards, anything, because everything that you need is on your phone, including you can put your ID on your phone now, right? So all of this is going to transfer to everything being digital. You physically owning nothing, but everything that you own is on the phone, right? By 2030, you own nothing and you'll be happy. We're already being ushered into that. Is WorldCoin a cryptocurrency for the masses or your digital ID? Now, in exchange for you supplying them with your eyeball, your iris scan, you get free cryptocurrency. And not only are we supplying them with iris scans, but you're supplying them with your inquisitive thoughts with the ChatGPT. You're building this codependency on ChatGPT, and so ChatGPT is learning everything about the way that humans think in real time. And it also has the years upon years upon years of Google queries about just everything that everybody wants to know that has been put on Google ever. And also, as you know, Microsoft, a Bill Gates company, agrees to buy electricity generated from Sam Altman-backed fusion company Helion in 2028. You see, being a computer engineer or working with artificial intelligence, it seems like it's not enough, right? You have to start working with nuclear fusion, right? Like start to make stars, start to make suns and moons. That is where this power is leading these tyrants. Did I say tyrants? I meant to say tyrants. And he's connected to Elon Musk because, as you know, Elon Musk has funded OpenAI. ChatGPT creator Sam Altman has invested in dozens of companies over the years, from Elon Musk's Neuralink to Reddit. Now, Sam Altman, going around collecting the world's iris scans, Neuralink wanted to put this computer interface in your brain, right? Universal basic income, digital currency, it's all connected. Like, these aren't like independent entities on their own. These are all a cohesive one breathing machine that is kind of leading the sheep, like herding the sheep in one direction, to where you have different options, but all of the options that you have are going to be connected to artificial intelligence. And this is just what Edward Snowden said about it. You can pause to read. Here's a fact. In 2020, Altman donated $250,000 to Joe Biden. So that's the political affiliation. It started off with the DNA, now it's going to iris scans. It's pretty much going to be every part of your body needs to be cataloged, needs to be digitally copied so that you can be fully copied and made a player in this sentient world simulation. Now let me leave you with this ponder. Could it be that artificial intelligence is being mixed with DNA so that the people who are controlling this operation could try to find the right code to unlock that 95% of the DNA that they say they don't know what it does? In a way, they're trying to figure out what these ambiguous players were doing with this ancient wristwatch, that pine cone in this bag, and how it made these avatars.
5D Mystery School.
Are Kenyans selling their souls for 7,000 shillings? Massive crowds continue.
Is this a serious question? Oh, sorry. Yes, we will sell. Kenyans will arrange that line. Kenyans will plan that line. Wakenya watapanga hiyo laini. What line are we talking about? Probably that's what some of you are wondering. Well, let me put it to you this way. There's this brand new phenomenon called WorldCoin. In WorldCoin, it's all about virtual money being put into a virtual account that needs your iris to operate, or to at least identify you as a member. Now, once you get your iris scanned, they open up an account for you, and they put in tokens that are equivalent to 7,000 Kenya shillings. Now, are there risks and things they can do with this information that might affect you in future? Definitely. Do majority of Kenyans care about those risks? No. The average Kenyan today is going to worry about more immediate problems that 7,000 shillings can solve, rather than worry about what his iris might be used for in future. You see, in more developed countries, maybe first world countries, they can be worried about things like cloning and things like identity theft. But in Kenya, someone's worrying about rent. Someone's worrying about school fees. Someone's worrying about where his lunch is going to come from, where his supper is going to come from, where his kid's breakfast is going to come from, And telling a Kenyan not to go for an immediate 7,000 because they might lose something in the future that they don't even think they have, it's going to be like playing a guitar for a goat. If Kenyans understand what I'm saying. Now, is it safe? I don't know. Are there potential risks that it can affect you in future? Definitely. There are so many, like with so many other things. So I'm not really going to tell anybody what or what not to do. All I'm going to say is, personally, I have some serious trust issues since the whole COVID vaccine saga. I have a problem trusting government. I have a problem trusting pharmaceutical companies. And I have a problem trusting banks, especially virtual ones that I do not know much about. But that's just me. If I'm speaking to my fellow Kenyans right now and I'm to give you guys the best advice that can be possibly given, not what I would do, but the best advice that can be possibly given is take your time. Try and learn a little more about this WorldCoin thing before just going and scanning. And you might be thinking, what do they need my iris for? What do they need my identity for? What do they need my account for? What can they steal from me? I do not have anything for them to steal. I'm just telling you, you're worth more than you know. There's stuff about you that's uniquely you that anybody smart enough can utilize to profit on. And it will disadvantage you. So be careful, guys.
All right, this is a crazy story out of Silicon Valley. So the guy who is the CEO of OpenAI, which created that popular chatbot, ChatGPT, the world's first free AI everybody can use. His next invention is this thing called WorldCoin. WorldCoin has already been called out by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey, as well as Ethereum founder and inventor Vitalik Buterin. Both of these men well respected in the technology world, calling out the privacy and just basic human civil rights violations that may be possible through WorldCoin. Now let's play devil's advocate for a moment and show you what WorldCoin is trying to do. What they're trying to do is they're saying, look, in the near future, imagine a nightmare scenario where you put up a listing for a job that your company wants to fill, and all the applications you get are from bots and malicious AIs, just wasting your time or trying to scam a little bit of money out of you. And then you go on a dating website and all the applications that you respond to, all the profiles that you message, are not even real people. They're all just fake images created by AIs. And the person messaging you back is an AI who's been trained to appear sexy or to seem interested in you. And all they want is your bank account details, or all they want is to get you into some weird postmodern cult or something. And the world grinds to a halt because these AIs take over the internet. And all you want to do is log on and see that you're talking to another verified human being. Well, that's the solution that WorldCoin claims to present. But that problem hasn't even happened yet. We're not facing an issue of AIs taking our dates and jobs. Not yet, not directly. And yet that's the problem that WorldCoin is solving for by having people go to businesses that have been registered for the orb. Businesses that have been registered to have the orb out in public, where it scans your iris like something out of a dystopian sci-fi movie. Apparently your iris details more than 10,000 times more information than facial recognition can provide to an AI. So once it's got your iris, it's got you forever. It can track you all over the planet forever. And some of the Silicon Valley weirdos who have financially backed WorldCoin, it's already notionally valued at more than $20 billion. The total market cap of all the WorldCoins out there are already valued at more than 20 big boys. Some of these Silicon Valley weirdos who are funding this with big money, these people are saying things like, soon you won't be able to buy food without this World ID. What do they know that they're not telling us? This is weird, folks.
Wale wa Kenya ambao umejoin ama mnataka kujoin WorldCoin, before you get into it, I need you to understand this. I need you to note this down. Tafadhali, even you guys are convincing your grandmothers to join this thing. But first and foremost, I would like you to understand this context. You think twice if you're going to join it or not.
You're being funny.
We all know that WorldCoin is a new crypto project that wants to give you free money just for scanning your eyes with a weird device called an orb. Well, it's so weird, man. WorldCoin imekuwa founded by Sam Altman. This is the same guy who runs OpenAI. And OpenAI basically is a company that makes super smart AI chatbots. GPT. He said that WorldCoin is an attempt at global scale alignment, which basically means that he wants to create a digital identity for everyone on the planet and use it to distribute crypto tokens. He thinks this will help solve the problem of AI taking over our jobs and also creating fake stuff online. But there is a catch to that. To get World ID, you have to let the orb scan your iris, which is like a fingerprint for your eye. Did you know that? The orb is supposed to verify that you are a real human being and not an AI bot. But for some people, they are worried about the privacy and security of their data, especially me. Nobody has disclosed kama wata feature, but some people are worried about this. And what if the orb gets hacked or stolen? Data yangu itaenda hivyo. What if someone uses your iris to impersonate you or track you down? What if the orb gives you an eye infection or damages your vision? Has it even been verified by a doctor? Have you even considered that? Najua tu pesas ni ngumu. I understand that. But have you even taken that into consideration? And what about the value of WorldCoin? The crypto token is supposed to be worth something because it is scarce and only given to real humans. But how scarce is it really? The project says it has 2 million users from its beta period. That is its testing period, 2 million users. You know, and walikuwa na target a lot of campus students. But it also plans to scale up to 35 cities in 20 countries. That means that there could be millions more tokens in circulation soon. And how do we know that? The tokens, okay, this is my question, man. How do we know that the tokens are only given to real humans? What if some people scan their eyes multiple times with different orbs or use fake irises, original iris? Okay, and who is Sam Altman anyway? This guy may be a genius when it comes to matters AI, but he's also very controversial in the world of crypto. He's been accused of using deceptive and exploitative practices to sign up people for WorldCoin. And of course, people are still falling for it. So for example, these accusations come from countries like Indonesia, Ghana, and Chile. He's also been criticized for his role in ChatGPT, which some say has degraded performance over time and can produce harmful or biased content. So, is WorldCoin a trap or a treasure? That's up to you to decide. But before you scan your eyes for some free money, think about the risks and benefits. Do you trust this guy and his hope? Do you want to sell your data for some Kenyan shillings? Is it really worth it? Okay, I know that wakati una pesa, maybe wakati unataka pesa sana, a lot of things don't really matter. But imagine selling your fingerprint to somebody. Fingerprint. Do you know this one is going to be a fingerprint in the future? Imagine just giving that away for only something like 200 shillings. I think it's 200 shillings plus. That is what one WorldCoin inaenda. Now guys, I would like you to ask me the questions spend and respond in the next video about WorldCoin. Don't leave me hanging. Tafadhali, just ask me questions and don't forget to follow me. Let's get to 30k and let's answer these questions. I want to do all the research for you. When nifambie hapo nikimaliza pale chini na kuambia.
Would you let a crypto bro scan your eyeball for money? That's what these big orbs are. They're part of another crypto project. The deal is you gaze into the silver orb and you get given some digital coins. Confused? You will be. The founder of WorldCoin, that's the new cryptocurrency, wants people to use the coin and the network, but they want you to prove you're a human first by scanning your eye. I went along to one of their pop-up centres. This is me holding the orb. It took about 10 seconds of me staring into the lens, and then it beeped to show it worked. My iris scan was given a unique number and checked against the giant database, which the company says holds over 2 million verified human beings. When it beeped again, it meant my details had been added to the database, meaning I could use WorldCoin in the future. I was also given 25 free WorldCoin tokens, worth about £40 at the moment, which we're going to give to children in need. And as for your iris scan, WorldCoin says the information gets deleted straight away. Privacy experts, however, say they worry that the data might end up in the wrong hands, and others are concerned that this is all just a bit dystopian in the first place.
On Monday, July 24th, 2023, this past Monday, a new crypto called WorldCoin launched, but this one is just a little different than the cryptocurrencies many have become accustomed to. Why, you ask? Because this crypto can only be traded by people who've undergone a unique authentication process of scanning your retina. I have questions, you should too. It gets even weirder and fast. They're offering 25 WorldCoins to people for free, simply for proving they're human. They say it right on their website that this is a unique form of digital ID, and as the name implies, is meant to be used around the world. Before its launch, it already had 2 million authenticated users from its testing phase, and I'm sure many more since its official launch on Monday. Supposedly, people have been lining up around the block to visit an orb center where you get your eyeball scanned. But get this, it's created by the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, one of the people who decided it was a good idea to open source AI technology. But just this past May, Altman testified before the United States Congress that AI had issues with oversight and regulation. On one particularly dark day, he was even quoted claiming that AI could lead to the extinction of the human race. What a change of heart that must have been. This guy went from being a key player in unleashing AI on humanity and has now declared that it's dangerous, and now we need a way to distinguish humans from AI. Pretty convenient, don't you think? At this moment, there are around 20 orb centers, and they're hoping to expand to 1,500 by the end of this year. By using a monetary bribe of 25 WorldCoins, this is going to disproportionately impact people who are under financial stress. 25 WorldCoins translates to around $70 Canadian and less in US dollars. Would you sell your biometric data for $70? I have a couple issues with crypto personally. The first is that if need be, the government can federally mandate it must be stored within a regulated bank. The second is that if a digital ID is to roll out that you need to access services, there's the real possibility that you won't be able to access the internet and therefore your crypto wallet. So think about this before you rush to do this irreversible process of getting orbed. You will fare much better by investing in hard assets, which could include gold and silver and things like tools, stored food, and anything else that's easy to trade for what you need. Much love, stay safe out there, and don't take the bait.
So I believe if you're watching this video, you're into crypto and you've seen WorldCoin. So one of the hottest projects has been launched, which is WorldCoin, now trading at $2. And I'm sure you are tempted to go and buy that project. I want to give you free advice. Don't buy WorldCoin right now. Why? Because if you check the tokenomics for WorldCoin, right now we only have 1% of the entire total supply in circulation. So the market cap that you are seeing for WorldCoin right now is just 1% of the tokens or total supply for WorldCoin. So what this means is that if we unlock the other 99% into circulation and the market cap is not growing in value, then most likely we will see WorldCoin doing an ICP. Okay, so before you buy WorldCoin, just know that at the moment you only have 1% of the entire WorldCoin supply being in circulation. The remaining 99% are not yet in circulation. So before you buy a project, don't just go buy a project because you've seen the hype, you've seen the change in percentages simply because it has been listed. That's why the percentage is high, seeing the values like 1300%, 1400%. It's simply because of the listing price. Okay, so check the tokenomics before you buy any project, not just WorldCoin, but generally all the crypto projects. Again, if you want to get into crypto, you want to know how to do all these things, please text me. My number is on my bio. Come to Apex. Let's build generational wealth. Okay, so follow for more.